I thought it would be fun to do a predictions video where before every episode, I get on here and I gave my predictions on who I think the next player that's going to get voted off on this game. And I'll premise all this by saying that we're going to assume that any of these three tribes are going to tribal council and who I think is going to be voted off. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with the Kalo tribe because I think this is the one tribe that's a little hard to figure out. Let's start off first with the alliance that we know is actually together, and that's Dee, Tiffany, and Camilla. We saw them at the watering hole talking about how they're going to all vote together. Let's stay strong. So you have those three that we know all about. And now you have an alliance or a loose alliance of Coach, Chrissy, and Jonathan. Because we've seen Coach and Chrissy talk, we've seen Jonathan and Coach talk, but I don't think that unless I'm wrong, we've never seen all three of them talking together at the same time. And on the outside looking in, but not necessarily in a bad way, you have Charlie and Mike White. Now you can say they're not with anybody, but in the same token, Charlie and Coach did share that funny little moment with Coach's toe ring. So you would just assume that they're going to be hanging out together. And then you've got Mike White, who was letting Coach know about, hey, back on Exile, they were telling us about how you actually took the key away from Ozzy, which seemed to perturb and make Coach angry. Because if you saw the trailer for episode 2, that Coach was going at it with Ozzy about, I'm the same guy, and you saw it.
This is the same old Coach that you've always seen.
So I think we might see a Mike White trying to mentor Coach a little bit about like, hey, you need to calm down a little bit. We'll see. I don't know. I have a feeling that's going to happen. I think Dee is in danger of this tribe simply because Chrissy and Jonathan have both said her name as far as they want her gone. And it could be for two reasons. One, she's already won. And two, is that I guess online people have labeled her as the most dominant female player to play in the new era. Although Savannah might have something to say about that. So Dee might get a little too comfortable thinking like, no one can mess with me. I know what I'm doing. I'm driving this boat. The only thing that I could see this flipping upside down would be because if you remember, Mike White in one of his little confessionals said, I'm here on vacation. I'm here to have a good time. I don't want the vibes to go bad. If anyone's doing that, I'm going to get rid of them. I don't care. So if Coach is being all perturbed and all mad, who's to say that he doesn't wants to vote out Coach? I don't know. But if everything stays the same, then I'm going to say Dee from Kalo will be voted out. Now we head over to the Sela tribe. And this one is a little bit easier to figure out based on what we've seen already. The two alliances that are within this tribe is the Christian, Emily, and Devon's trio, which is going to be very dangerous if they stay together the entire time. And you've got a very formidable duo in Ozzy and Sari who have flat out said to each other, you are my ride or die. And on the outside, you have Joe and Savannah. Now, if you remember, Ozzy is a big, powerful player in this one because not only does he have that boomerang idol that was given to him by Genevieve, but he also has an extra vote. And if there's one player that knows how to utilize the second vote, is Sari. Savannah has a block a vote. Now, in this particular tribe, if they were to go to tribal, Savannah is the one who's in danger of going home for a couple of different reasons. One, she's already told everyone that, yeah, I'm the winner of season 49. And two, the tribe doesn't know who she is. They don't know how she plays. And when she came back from that journey where she took on Colby in that brick Tetris game and she won that block a vote. But when she came back, she didn't tell the rest of the tribe that she has that block of vote. She just told them that she was able to keep her vote, but Colby lost his vote. But everyone on that tribe wasn't buying it because as she was walking away, they were all looking at each other and saying, yeah, do you buy her story? And the people around were like, no, she's got something. We just don't know what. And then I like to think back to what Jenna said during her confessional was they don't know who Savannah is. And she had to do a handful of things to not only one, win Survivor, but two, she had to probably get her hands dirty to get to that spot. So with that being said, I think Savannah goes home from the Sela tribe. Now, the Vatu tribe, man, this tribe is a mess. Let's start off with the alliance that we know is there, and that's with Colby, Steph, Genevieve, Q, and Kyle. But as we all know, unfortunately, Kyle had to be medically evacuated because of Achilles, leaving it to just Colby, Steph, Genevieve, and Q. And if you recall, Colby and Q, they don't have a vote. So out of those four, only Steph and Genevieve have votes. And of course, you have the other three of Aubrey, Angelina, and Rizzo, which they can go either way, probably. But if you remember that nice little encounter that Genevieve and Aubrey had with each other, where they were trying to feel each other out of what do you want to do? You want to work together? And it was interesting because Aubrey asked her, well, what do you think of me? And Genevieve says, I think you're a very dangerous player. And she's not wrong, because Aubrey has played this game 3 times. She took second in Korong. She came in 5th on Game Changers. And on Edge of Extinction, she came in 16th. So she knows how to play this game. And that's not to throw any shade on Angelina or Rizzo. I think they're just going to go with the majority vote on this one. Now, here's 2 different scenarios that I'm going to give you. This is all going to be if they do not find out about Colby and Q not having a vote. If the tribe doesn't know they don't have a vote, then I can see Aubrey going home because everyone's going to assume those 4 are going to stay together. Now, if the tribe finds out that Colby and Q don't have a vote, then there's a strong chance that Q will go home, simply because that 4-person trio doesn't have the votes to do it, and Aubrey, Angelina, and Rizzo would have a 3-2 vote. So in this particular tribe, I'm either saying Aubrey is going home if no one knows about the no votes, or it'll be Q if the tribe finds out they don't have votes. But what do you think? Do you agree with my predictions, or do you have your own predictions? Let me know in the comments below. If you like what I do here, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss anything Survivor related. Doesn't cost you anything, helps me out quite a bit. So until next time, go check out my other videos. But more importantly, it's almost time for episode 2 of Survivor 50. Let's go!